Assalamualaikum. We are from Group 5. So the question that we got is case study 4, which is BDO Manufacturing Sdn Berhad. So our group consists of 4 members. The first one is me, AISHA ANNIDA binti Muhammad AZLAN. Then we have HAZIRAH binti ARZAHAR, FARHANNA IMAN binti Muhammad AFFANDI, and also RAFIQAH ALISA binti Muhammad KAMAL ARIFFIN. So the context of our presentation, we start off by introduction, then followed by the document and purposes. Then also we go to flowchart, then internal weaknesses and risks and impact. And the last one is recommended control procedures for improvement. As for the introduction, the first one is the business cycle for BDO manufacturers Sdn Berhad. 8 recurring economic phases, which is expansion, peak, contraction, recovery, impact, demand, investment, and profitability. The production cycle, it covers stages from product design to cost accounting, integrating procurement, labor, and also financial reporting. Next, as for the BDO manufacturing Sdn Berhad's operations, it produces toy figurines with 3 key processes, which are molding, assembly, and also packaging. It also implements a zero raw material inventory policy to reduce costs and maintain lean manufacturing. Then for this company, it has 2 issues, which is the procurement and efficiency challenges. First one is procurement relies on verbal communication and manual record keeping, which affect the workflow efficiency. And the next one is there's no formal verification process for raw materials that will impact the cost control and also production efficiency.
Alright, so next I will be explaining about the document and the purpose. So there is 5 documents. First document is production schedule, which is a document that outlines timing, quantity, and sequence of production to coordinate resources efficiently. As example, the production schedule is normally issued to the line supervisor 2 weeks before the actual production runs. The second document is purchase order, a formal request to supplier for goods or services specifying item, quantity, and price. As example, each line supervisor later contact a regular supplier and issue a 2 copy of purchase order. The top or copy is sent to the supplier and the second copy is sent to the purchase department. The third supplier delivery notes, it proof of delivery goods from the supplier, listing order details and quantity. As example, when the material are received, a storeroom clerk sign a supplier delivery notes. He does not check the consignment because there is no procedure requiring him to do so. The fourth document is supplier invoice, a bill from the supplier requesting payment for delivered material, including price and term. As example, when a supplier invoice is received by the account, FAIS, the account manager, issue a 2-copy payment voucher and sign a check to pay for the material order. Last document is payment voucher, an internal document that records and authorized payments serving as proof and transaction. As example, FAIS, the account manager, issue a 2-copy payment voucher and sign a check to pay for the material order. He then send the remittance advance to the supplier. The second copy of the payment voucher is kept in the account department. This is will be explained about the flow chart. So this is the symbol in the flow chart. The process will be start with the supervisor in the production department, who will be followed by the production schedule, and then the supervisor will determine the material needed for the production. And then the supervisor will check whether the material is available or not. If the material is available, yes, it will be go straight to the storeroom clerk. But if no, the supervisor will create the purchase order, and the document of purchase order will have 2 copy of purchase order, and then first copy will go to the supplier and another copy will go to the purchase department.
Next, I will explain about the process of material receiving and documentation for storeroom clerk in storeroom department, starting with the terminal symbol, which represent the storeroom clerk. When the material arrive, the storeroom clerk receive the document, which is the supplier's delivery note. Then he signed and note down the purchase order reference number on a piece of paper. And also, after he signed and note down, he filed the signed delivery note according to the date. And for the storeroom note, it will link to the connector for the next department.
So the next department is purchase department, which specifically focus on FARHANNA. So it started from the storeroom notes that I received from the storeroom clerk. So once FARHANNA received the storeroom notes, it will be used to collect the material, and the notes will be sent to the supervisor. For the other document, which is the purchase order, Raihana will file the purchase order document by date. So for the next department.
Next is account department. The process begins with the supplier. Then the supplier create an invoice and send to the account manager. So next, the account manager will sign check, create remittance advice and create 2 copy of payment voucher. Next, account manager will send the signed check and remittance advice and first copy of payment voucher to the supplier, and the second copy is kept to the account department. So this is the end of the flowchart of our case. Next will be the internal weakness and risk. So we discover 5 major weakness. First weakness is verbal purchase request, cost miscommunication and lack of accountability. The second weakness is material are received without verifying quantity and quality. The third one, supervisor place orders without management or finance approval. The fourth one, purchase records are manually recorded on paper leading to error. The fifth one, is account manager approved payment without independent verification. So the impact for the first weakness is miscommunication in material requests leads to procurement delays and production issues. Second one, unverified delivery notes cause material shortage, poor quality and financial losses. The third one, supervisor and the supplier bias may lead to financial mismanagement, fraud and favoritism. The fourth one, manual records can cause missing documents, delayed payments and audit issues. The last one, lack of payment supervision increases the risk of unauthorized transaction and losses.
So in summary, this is the recommendation of control procedures for improvement. So the first weakness is key processes lack proper documentation. The control procedures is they need to implement a digital purchase application and approval systems. By using the digital system for material requests and approvals, it is to prevent unauthorized purchases. The second weakness, unverified materials may include defective or incomplete supplies. The control procedures is implementing a mandatory inspections and verification. So by verify the deliveries against order before acceptance, it is to avoid errors and delays. Next weakness is payments are made without a structured approval processes. It is best to implement a payment approval system with multiple levels of authorizations where require payment verification with higher amounts needing a management approval. The next weakness is paper records are prone to loss, alterations and delays where it can be controlled by adopt a cloud-based digital accounting system which is ERP, where by implementing a cloud-based ERP systems, it is for to keep the accuracy and real-time tracking. The last weakness is same person handling both payment vouchers and checks will increase the risk. So the control procedures for this is by segregating duties for procurement and payment. So by separating duties for purchasing, verification and payments, it is to prevent the fraud. So that's all from us. Thank you, Miss.
Yes, thank you, madam.